Ichiro Oda, Monkey D, Goat with the coat, greatest of all times. Both Oda and Luffy stated the same thing last week. And that thing was, this is my peak. And because of that, I am terrified for what's about to come. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. It is finally time. Dudes, as you can tell, I already have it on. There's no reason for me not to have it on. There's no reason whatsoever. I just need to have one panel. It doesn't even have to panel, a mention of the goat with the coat and Hyakuju no Kaido, and it's already tied with last week's chapter. That's all I need. That's all I need, man. I don't think people understand, bro. Listen, man. When I got into anime, it was A, because of the incredible storytelling, right? And I was like, man, this hits different. But B, yo, I got into anime and manga, of course, because of the transformations and the hands, bro. Are you kidding me? Transformations followed by hands? That's what I live for. All the way going back to when Goku went Super Saiyan until now Monkey D, go with the goat, going Gear 5th. It's the same energy. It's the same energy, man. And so we are here today. As a matter of fact, let me set up my second camera, because just in case my internet dies, I'm not losing out on any of this, because we're living something special, man. We're living something special. Let me put this right here. We're good, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to read the latest installment in the Wano and Onigashima greatness. Specifically, Roof Piece Part 3! Roof Piece Part 3! Of the best-selling manga in history! What in the world is gonna be in store this week, bro? Ladies and gentlemen, what is nearly the best-selling comic of all time? It is time for the one, the only, Peace! Yeah, listen to me, man. Not only the drums of liberation running, the drums of me on a higher running, dude. This is nuts. Listen, bro. Last week's chapter had me listening and watching every possible thing. I even went into the Spanish community. Shout out to my Spanish brothers and my Spanish sisters in the community. I even went to the Spanish side of the community to get myself a piece of this goatness, because I was like, I gotta hear what everybody gotta say. How about this legend? We experienced last week was peak. Before we get into this week's chapter, I want to give some special shout outs, because it is the end of the month, and I want to give a special shout out to my people, the members that are on the channel, because y'all are the goats, man. Like, real talk, y'all are the goats. So I really want to give a special shout out at the end of the month to all my goats. Starting off, we got Michael Mickles, Zachary R. Zach, Wither Jockey, Con the Walrus, Weebhot Jr., Marquetta, Pezlova, Hollow Sama, Hazzy Devil, Recon, Oh My Gina, Spicy Lice, Bar M, Milo Cake, Zen, UJ, Call Me Keith, Jarusaurus, Andres Gonzalez, Lady Bookworm, Ajit Krishna, Bato Balo, and Sweaty Legs. That's an awesome name. So, yo, much love to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all are the true goats. And to everybody who's here today, for all the individuals that showed up to this stream, man, much appreciated. But without further ado, let's get into this week's chapter, man. I don't even know, man. Yo, I'm terrified to, like, just go down here. Shout out to my boys at the TCB. Let's get into this, man. Yo, this cover looks incredible. Oh, this is a phone wall. Are you? No, this is a lock screen. What is this? They got my dog Luffy out here and they even got the fruit next to him too. Oh, they knew. Yo. No, this is awesome, dude. I really, really mess with this. It reminds me of that one cover page that it was in. I think it was Water 7, where it was just Luffy, like, in a profile shot. And that one was like cross-hatched, I believe is the correct terminology for that. It was like cross-hatch sketching was used in order to create that pic of Luffy for the cover. But this one right here looks like it's coming straight out of a piece of paint. Yeah, look, it looks like it was painted on. It probably was. This looks amazing, man. Yo, if after the stream somebody could send me this just without the weekly jump and whatnot, even with the weekly jump, I'll probably rock this. Yo, this looks amazing. This looks amazing. A super climax versing Kaido. A super climax versing Kaido in the Wano arc and the 25th anniversary Caravan Truck Project. Let's flip and go, man. And a color spread too. I almost forgot. That's how hyped I was getting the chapter. Sea of Liberty. Warrior of Liberation. It's always... Look, Jinbei's even rocking the helmsman on the color spread. This is stuff we love to see, baby. This is stuff we love to see. Chop, Robin, Zoro, Luffy reaching out. Yo, it's my goal right there. Nami, Sanji, can't blame him. Hanging on to Usopp, he's a true MVP. And then you got Robin holding onto the Straw Hats. Brooke and Big Franco. Oh man, things we love to see, dog. See, the color spreads lately, I mean, they're always on fire, but the past couple ones that we've gotten have been like really, really goated. Like really, really goated. And on the bottom right here, you got One Piece 25th. So the moment that I saw this, like the logo for One Piece 25th, when off of that stream that they did on, what was that, Monday? When I saw this as like the picture they uploaded, I was like, hold up, man. Are they trying to tell us? Are they trying to tell us something? 25th anniversary, film red, Shang-Tzu. We've been new, but hey, y'all putting it out there now. Y'all putting it out there now, man. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get right into the chapter. Oh, it's already a 10 out of 10 chapter. We moving. We moving. We're moving. Oh no. Yamino. Okay, bro. Okay. I gotta calm down, man. I gotta relax, bro. We're starting off here, man. A new level. Gear 5th. Dog, and the thing is, I only saw this gear in action for what was like 3 double spreads. And I feel like it's already my favorite form ever made. Here we go. I was sure you were a goner after that. That's gotta be Kaido. That's gotta be Kaido talking. Yo, it is. Look at Luffy, bro. Bouncing up and down. The drums, so was I. Since you're able to make your surroundings rubbery, it should be safe to say you've awakened your paramecia fruit. Ooh, Kaido don't know. Kaido don't know. Yo, the title of this chapter is Next Level. Oda's telling us again, man. Yo, we going next level, baby. We prestiging out here. So he's saying it should be safe to say you awakened your paramecia fruit. But something about this feels off. Oh, you already know. As a matter of fact, you see Luffy bouncing up and down, so that just showcases that the ground below him, of course, has been made into rubber. Yo, look at Luffy. My man is straight up. Yo, like he's just chilling watching Netflix. He's like, yo. I mean, he's got his feet up in the air. He's just chilling. Not a care in the world. And my man said, Gear 5th, we living. A transformation like this is more typical of a Zoan fruit. I mean, yo, nobody ever said Kaido was stupid. Nobody ever said Kaido was stupid. My man, he's got brains. He knows, especially in the realm of fruits, because I'm going to assume, due to the fact that he's been having smile fruits been created this entire time, his knowledge of fruits and what they can do has to be next level, especially since he's recruited so many people over the years from individuals he's defeated, right? So like a common theme within at least individuals that he's forced to come under him is that he's defeated them. So he's seen his fair share of fruits in his day, yo, so he knows. He most certainly knows. And he goes in, he bites the cake. And Luffy pushes up, Popeye the Sailor Man style. He's like, yo, lifts him up through his teeth, chomp. He swallowed him? Like it was the snake in Skypiea, and Luffy's just boxing him inside of his body. So you see his legs come out down here, come through here. Gomu Gomu. Oh, thank God, he still has the Gomu Gomu. No, man. I mean, it was obvious because he wasn't going to. He doesn't know, right? And I don't even think he would care. But it's just cool to know. Oh, then what's it gonna be called? What's the technique gonna be called? So we see him. It looks like as he goes through his body, he's just bouncing, he's hitting. Kaido's getting wrecked right now, man. He made the wrong move. Wrong move, little ant. Shout out to Netero. That man made the wrong move by swallowing up the goat. Balloon! So he goes, utilizes the Himiko Fusen, no, that's the Gear 4th one, but the regular Fusen that we see in the Yo, then you see like Kaido legit. This image right here reminds me of like an actual fish, like a blowfish, just like blowing up right here. This is awesome. This is just classic One Piece comedy at its finest. Kaido's getting wrecked by his own offensive techniques. And he goes in, spits him out, you little. And Kaido's still getting wrecked, and Luffy's making this man float up into the air. Yamato and Momonosuke looking up like, yo, what's going on? And Luffy, at this point in time, his Fusen is so huge that he's lifting Kaido and causing Kaido to float. What's that? What's going on? No idea. It looks like Kaido put on weight. Who said that? Dang, yo, my man said that. We gotta put Kaido on Weight Watchers. Is this some form of his? How are you doing this? Your body's meant to be rubbery, not mine. Yo, that's what it is, of course. He's turning, because we saw that last chapter with, he turned Kaido into the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, right? Like, he turned him into a toon. We saw that happening. So now what we're seeing is is that he's utilizing his awakening to turn Kaido into rubber, which is why he's able to float like this and able to expand in this manner. Of course. I see a pair of bright lights. Gomu Gomu no. He reached out through his eyeballs. Oh no, this is true Toon Piece. This is true Toon Piece, yo. This is true Toon Piece. This is on some Tom and Jerry stuff, man. Gomu Gomu no. He comes out of his eye socket, grabs his nostril. Kaido's just yelling, "Escape rocket!" So we're seeing Luffy here is utilize a bunch of the techniques he used early on in the series. You know, the Fusen, the rockets, but of course with a different take on it this time. This man came out of his mouth like he was a jawbreaker, dude. But I'm stressing the fact that he came out of his eyes to grab his nose. This is nuts. You know, just look at how amazing this form looks, dude. You got the flowing hair going on here. Chi. Whoosh. Goes in. Oh, he blows out. He made it up to... Did he meet NL? Did he meet NL? So he goes up, he goes to the lightning. Please, bro, if this is how we go up... Remember how the past couple of months I've been talking about, please let us have an intertwining storyline where the individuals on the moon are just watching this happen. Yo, if my man Luffy goes up and it goes to the Maxim, best chapter of all time, man. Best chapter of all time. So, we have Luffy, he tunes his way up there. You see lightning and a whole bunch of the little, there's a cloud that normally comes out like in a lot of like old school cartoons. So we have like a cloud where it's like, it's like little, like, it happens in all like Flintstones, Jets and stuff like that. So another Gomu Gomu no. Luffy? What? What is he doing? Gomu Gomu no. This man is huge, bro! Bro, when I first saw the panel, I was like, why does his foot look so big? It's not just his foot, it's his... Oh. Nothing's impossible in this form. Nothing is impossible in this. He's bumping everybody, dude. I don't care. Luffy stop one. Luffy stop one, bro. I don't care, dog. Luffy stop one. Luffy stop one. I don't care. Yo, Elbaf, the Warriors of the Sea, Oars, Roger, anyone can see. I don't care, man. I don't care anymore, dog. I don't care anymore, man. I don't care anymore, bro. I don't care anymore, man. Yo, Gear 5th is the GOAT. Bro, I was talking about that this week in the predictions video. I was like, yo, when we get to Elbaf, Luffy being inspired by the giants is going to turn into a giant. This man did it this chapter. He did it this chapter. So he goes up into the skies. He goes up into the heavens. He comes up. Bro, look, yo, this panel looks sick, man. This panel looks sick. So we have lightning coming down from around the go with the coat. He's coming on, bro. The man has his legs so, bro, his foot looks like it's bigger than Kaido's body. His beyond imagination, yo. He calls this gigant, like Giganto Pistoru, like that, like Giganto. So, Gomu Gomu no Gigant! And this man literally turns into it. Bro, could you imagine? The Skypiea thing, bro. Remember whenever he was falling out the sky? Right after he beat NL? And then you had that massive shadow that it made it look like Luffy was giant, but he wasn't necessarily a giant. Oh, man. This is how he's going to wear the giant straw at the end of the series, dog. This is how he's about to rock that giant straw hat. EOS! He comes in. Alright, let's continue. Kaido goes in. He's looking on top. He's like, what in the flying flatters am I seeing? Who is that? What? Luffy's voice is coming from that thing? Is that really him? Bro, look how huge he is. Look at the shading on his pants, dog. Yo. Yo, Gear 5's too goated, man. Kaido goes in. He bites him again. Yo, Kaido, stop being a biter, dog. So he bites him again. Gomu Gomu no grabs him. He grabs his head, he grabs his neck. Yo, Luffy, we savage out here, I feel that, but come on. Gomu Gomu no. Yo, he starts using this man like a jump rope. This man takes him by his head and his tail. It wasn't his neck, it was his tail. And he starts doing jump rope. Yo, Luffy's on something different. He's on something different. First he goes balloon, turns Kaido into rubber, goes and escapes utilizing the rocket, then turns into a true giant. That goes beyond a giant, dog. This is like... What is going on, dog? This is peak. So he uses him as a jump rope. And of course, Kaido's entire body turned into rubber, so it's not like he can do anything about this. So he's continuing to drop. It's a hidden lotus. It's a hidden lotus, bro. It's a jump rope hidden lotus. He's continuing to build adrenaline as this thing is going down into the ground, dog. Kaido fires a blast breath. Look at this amazing looking shot of Luffy looking down like shocked. It burns. Oh, so that one hit. That one hit. So Kaido gets him off him. Oh crap, he just took a blast breath head on. Luffy ain't gonna care. Yo, look at his burned body. That's the last straw. It's going. And he gets back up. And he's literally doing the Flintstones run. He's literally doing the Flintstones run. Yo, this is peak One Piece, bro. This is exactly why I love his ability so much, man. This is like taken to the upteenth degree. He tanks a blast breath, says this is the last straw. We see him extremely burned. In the following panel, we see him doing the Flintstones run. And you get to see the way that his the freedom in his movements just by him running right here. Yo, my man has some tires on his legs. Arrow, yo! And he goes in. Poof, is that super speed I see? Mans is leaving behind a flame trail. Could you imagine being so goat that you leave behind, as you do a Flintstones run, a flame and wind trail? Yo, if your goat ain't doing that, don't talk to me. If your goat ain't doing that, don't talk to me. What? Bro, this man is walking on the air. This man is running on the air, leaving behind a flame trail. He doesn't even have the Meta no Mi, bro. What in all of Onigashima? Yo, this man is firing so many Is that hybrid form? Oh, no. Gomu Gomu no 3 World Conquest? He's going for the Ragnarok? Oh, Kaido's not playing. Oh, he's done playing. He's done. Oh, that looks... Yo, this man, Luffy better hit this man with... Kaido hit him so hard that he made Luffy fall his head, because it's the classic rubbery thing, right? Remember back in the early days of the series, they would hit him, and like remember in the Kudo fight, specifically in the Kudo fight, whenever he hit him so hard, his head went flying all the way back, and he came back and he headbutted him, right? So here we have a situation where Kaido comes in, 3 World Conquest Ragnarok, which last time he did this, it nearly destroyed the planet. So he goes in, he jumps, bro. The man gets a leaping start. Like he's Vince Carter in the 2000 Slam Dunk Contest. I mean, he gets a leaping start, he's going in, it's over. I mean, you hear Kenny the Jet Smith in the background, they all got 10, Shaq is holding on to KG, I mean, it's crazy. And they have a camcorder, yo. So here's the thing. Ragnaraku hits him, and Luffy does the Tom and Jerry eyes again, Except this time, his head is sent flying all the way down to the Flagnards, and he has the cartoon headbutt on top of his head. So he sends him into the Flagnards. Luffy's still huge. He... This reminds me of Ivankov. Remember when Ivankov used to do this? Of like, randomly you see Ivankov's face just pop up out of a building or out of a wall, and it would just scare everyone. Now we have Luffy to the point to where he can turn his entire body into such a massive state that he's doing Ivankov tactics. Dudes are shook. They're like, who in the flying Flagnards is this? But the fact that Luffy's playing around, or this is just him in Gear 5th, this is Luffy tunes. But the fact that he got hit with a Ragnaraku, and this is the response to that, that's what goes to show the insane ability of Gear 5th, dog. The Gear 5th is able to now take a blast breath at 0, bro. That was point blank. And a 3 World Conquest Ragnaraku that had a jumping start from hybrid form. Bro, even Law! Even my name is Big Goat Law! Law is raw! Even he has his eyes having more eyes! Yo, Nami and Tama having the SpongeBob eyes, yo. But nah, I can't believe, I could even understand Kid to a certain extent. Chopper, Nami, and Tama, no question. But the man who's supposed to be the coolest dude in the series, that's how you know what's happening is insane. When even Mr. Coolness himself, Mr. Rawness himself, has his eyes blopping out of his head. So what this tells me is that Gear 5th allows everyone in a certain realm, in a certain vicinity, to do these cartoon-like tactics, unless it's just, of course, Oda just showcasing us how ridiculous is all this. But if this all connects to Luffy's ability, that means his awakening can go wherever he goes. You don't even need to touch these people. For their... I can't get over Law, bro. I never in a million years would thought that I would see Law with the Squidward eyes from that one episode of SpongeBob where he took out his eyeballs and it was like a light bulb. What is going on, dog? Yo, this man Kid has 3! 3! Yo, this is peak fiction, man. This is awesome. This is straight up going back to the early cartoons and combining it with One Piece, which is always what One Piece has been, right? But just seeing this in the middle of the fight with Kaido just reminds you the fact that this is One Piece. Like, this is what makes the series so special, is stuff like this. So Luffy puts his head in, he gets out, or I think he takes his head out, so we see the little cartoon smoke coming out here. Heads back up to the roof. He heads back up to the roof. He looks like his face is filled with gum. It's like something out of a picture book. Yo, legit. Legit, Kaido. Man, that stings. And then you have Luffy here, still steaming. I'll admit, you put on quite the show. But still, you're at the end of your rope. You can't be all cried. I love Kaido, man. That's my guy, bro. Yo, the manga wasn't playing when they said Lancier airbed on Kaido. Oda wasn't playing when he introduced Kaido, man. He really wasn't. He really wasn't, bro. This man has took on everyone on the island. He's boxed an entire war dolo. I mean, yo, you talk about people playing Warzone solo against quads. This man's playing Warzone solo against whole professional teams. Bodying. And even in the midst of seeing Luffy tunes, even in the midst of seeing Luffy tunes in action, in the midst of seeing Luffy go into giant form, turn his entire body into rubber, have his head go through the skull dome, pop right back like it's nothing, flying through the air and with a Fred Flintstone run. And even with all that, Kaido, like the goat that he is, looks at the camera, and he's like, you can't beat me. That's my goat, bro. Yo, Kaido! I love Kaido, man. I love, bro. Listen to what this man just said about this. I'll admit you put on quite the show. Like, yo, that was nice. What you did was nasty. I'm not lying. Like, what you did was beast. No question about it. You were putting in work. You're filthy. You're that dude. But still, you ain't gonna beat me. You ain't gonna beat me. I'll mess with Kaido, man. That's my guy, dog. That's my dude. There's no way, bro. Don't rob me of this again. Don't rob me of another epic finale, bro. For the love of all that is Flagnards. Don't. Just stop it now, Goku, bro. I'm gonna turn into King Kai for a sec, man. Stop it now, Goku, please. 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 If I turn this page, dog, it's only the first strip of the page. I'm far from done. He starts panting, and it's like the man. I mean, I don't want it to be done, bro. Yo, Gear 5th is the most GOAT thing ever, man. But it's the fact that Luffy's face. It makes me want to laugh, but I also want to cry, cause I'm like, yo, this place is hilarious, but I don't want this fight to end. Kaido's ready, man. Don't do this to me now. Go with the coach. Please tell me you're not. Please tell me you're still willing to go a few rounds, dog. Please. I felt like I was having the most fun I've ever had reading this series. Seeing Gear 5th in action. And just like that, it's taken away from me, man. Oh, and I get it, man. I understand, man. But don't do this to me, bro. I'm beat. What are you? And Kaido also falls down on one knee! We did that. We did that. We did that. We did that to the strongest creature on the planet! Not the world's strongest person! The manga named the world's strongest creature! And we did that! Okay, you're right, I'm about to croak. This is taking a lot out of me. You can rest easy and die then. Tales will be told about how you all fought. Yo, Kaido! Yo, Kaido's the GOAT, bro! This man said, yo, no worries, homie G. Tales will be said about you one day. Legends will be made of you for standing in front of my face today, man. Who cares about that? When you're dead, only your bones stick around. When you're dead, only your bones stick around. Luffy's like, I don't give a flying note just around after I'm dead. I'm dead! And that's exactly who he is. All the way going back to Logtown. If I died chasing my dream, it was worth it in the end. And you see that right there. Who cares about that? I don't care about the legends that come after me. I don't care about the legacy I leave behind. I'm living for today. I'm living for today, man. That's my GOAT. That's my GOAT. It really is Luffy. He was unrecognizable with his hair and clothes all white like that. Also, his clothes are white. So that's a confirmation. So, because we saw that at the end of last week's chapter, with different colors and whatnot, so 100% confirmed they're white. But his voice is still fading quickly. We're not done. He's ready! Oh, bro, please. I don't care what I gotta do, dog. Bro, listen to me, man. He's in the gear second stance. He's in the gear second stance. He's in the gear second. Oh, no, bro. This is giving me the Rob Lucci. You know what I'm talking. You know exactly what scene I'm talking about. When Lucci turned around and Luffy was sitting there in gear second, and that man's the vibes. We're not done yet. Isn't that right, Momo, Tama, Kinemon? Oh my god, bro! This panel right here is so gored, dude. He goes in. You see the bottom part of his body turning into like the one. Is he going back to gear 5th? So he goes in. He's in the gear 2nd pose, standing in front of Kaido. Oh no, this panel's peak fiction, dude. He's going back to Pedro. Isn't that right, Momo, Tama, Kinemon, Pedro, the Will of P, baby. So hold up. Momo, Tama, Kinemon, and Pedro. Specifically those 4 when he goes in, because they left. They were the ones specifically that entrusted him, or that he felt entrusted him with the will of Wano country to open the borders. That is awesome. I actually really love that. Because it's like, Momonosuke, of course we know exactly what he's doing it for him. Tama, going back to the amazing line, 100%, I mean, you're going to eat forever, right? Like, I'm going to make sure you can eat forever. Kinemon, we already know. But to call out even Pedro there, I love that because it takes the entire saga into consideration. And he goes back into gear 5th. Let's go! Whoa, hey, you're really going to kill yourself. After all of this, do you really think something like death... Let's go, man! Yo, what? That's my king, dog. That's my GOAT, man. I don't even know what to say anymore at this point, bro. I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. I don't think there's ever been a single arc in anything I've ever watched and or read that has ever taken a character that I already thought was amazing and just took them to the level even further beyond. What, bro? This man gets up in the gear 2nd pose, goes gear 5th in the gear 2nd pose, and then he states, after all of this, do you really think something like death can scare me? That's my that's my GOAT. That's my GOAT, man. That's my MC. That's my protagonist. That's the GOAT with the coat. That's Monkey D. Big GOAT Luffy, man. Don't play with my dog, bro. And he yells at his heartbeat, "Get loud again, heartbeat." And Kaido goes in, "So be it. That's it. This is the sound." He gets himself back into gear 2nd, and that was Kaido versus Luffy. Let's go. Luffy, watch out. He looks back, he sees the mace, and it hits him, and this time, it even though it hits him, it grabs, like, so we get to see Luffy's head as it's completely, like, surrounding the mace. So it's like the mace, even with the spikes, it has his head completely, like, it's almost like he's absorbing. I mean, of course, we know this thing is coming in at full blast, but it looks like it's lessening damage at least a little bit. And it says plonk. This looks horrible, bro. Like, it looks like this man Luffy just took a this looks like something's giving him a concussion, dude. What? He looks like that one thing from Cuphead. The, one of the bosses. And he's running down, it's like the tree from the Seducing Woods. It hurts. And Kaido goes in and smacks him again. Yo, Kaido, relax. I know you that dude. You know what? No, throw hands, bro. Throw hands. No remorse. Throw hands, bro. Throw her. Y'all deserve it. Throw hands, man. Throw hands. Kaido goes in, and he hits Luffy, and Luffy bends the ground under him. Gets back up, and he looks like he's in a cannon bolt-like state. Remember the Ben 10 alien? He comes up looking like the jar from Elden Ring. You see his head right here, man. This man looks like Kaido caved his head in. He gets back up, bounces into the air. You have him above Kaido. Kaido looks up at Luffy. Luffy jumps back. Beep, beep. And he's still in this Kawamatsu-like state. 3, 2, 1, 0. Pops himself back into normal form. Goes in. It looks like he's spinning. He is spinning. So you get to see his fists. His fists are rotating like a propeller. What in the world is he? This pure white transformation. He's coated with ornament and Conqueror's Haki, and he can influence anything around him with his ability. He fights with such freedom. That's the word, man. That's the word, bro. He fights with such freedom. So versatile, I've never seen anything like it. You're darn right you've never seen anything like it because you never come against the GOAT. Never come against the GOAT, man. I love this entire part right here, dude. So you have Luffy, he's like turning around his hand up here like he's legit creating a propeller. As he's coming down, and it's like he's about to collide right here with Kaido. Kaido blocks the attack with his mace. It's basically a Conqueror's Haki clash. There is no one in this world capable of taking me down. I'm going to assume that's coming from Kaido. What just happened? You see Luffy's fist? Is it going through Kaido's head? The propeller attack comes in, and he goes a direct impact into Kaido's skull, and his fist comes out the other side. Only Luffy's ability. If any other attack did this, One Piece would have to get out of Shonen Jump. But because it's Luffy's ability, it's in the rules. I never thought I would see a panel like this in the history of this series. The man bashed his brain. It's grown men throwing hands, bro. What do you want me to say, dog? Anything's on the line. Ragnarok's fist through heads, man, don't matter. Look at that. Now we see through Yamato's perspective as legit. Luffy's fist is going through Kaido's head, and it's covered in Conqueror's coating, man. It's covered in Conqueror's coating. Kaido's down. Kaido hits the floor. You see Luffy's hand in ornament Haki, a Conqueror's coating. Kaido hits the ground. He's bleeding. Kaido's on his back, bro. Getting pumped. I'm having the time of my life, Kaido. No, that's the end of the chapter? Look at this color spread of the Gigant form, the Giganto form. I'm gonna call it Giganto. I don't feel comfortable saying Gigant. Giganto. So this is like true Gear state, man. This is what was possible back with Gear 3rd, but his whole body wasn't capable of doing so, right? So like, back then you could only turn like his leg, his hand, a certain part of his body. Now his entire body can go into this Gear 3rd-like state because it has the freedom to do so. Oh, yo, Woden Creative killed it, man. This looks awesome. The golden shine, this looks amazing. Oh, and Grace killed it with this one. Oh, no, this was too filthy, bro. I think this right behind the... No, this entire chapter was going. I was about to say, this might be my favorite panel now. I don't think anything compares to the Gear 2nd pose. This man saying not even death could scare me, dude. Wow. I'm having the time of my life, Kaido. Yo. Peak fiction continues, man. Luffy versus Kaido. No matter how it ends, so 100% Kaido's going to get up next week. Either that or we entering flashback season. But 100% Kaido's getting up next week. So, the fact that he says, I'm having the time of my life, Kaido. Getting back... Dude, it's hands, bro. Like, it's transformations, it's hands, it's post-transformation hands. What else can I say, bro? Yo, this week's chapter for me, all bias towards what's happening, all bias towards Gear 5th, this to me was on the level of 10-10, man. It really, really was, bro. It's Luffy and Kaido fighting on an equal ground, on an equal playing field. And we get to see Gear 5th. And what I love so... Yo, this week might have been, like, my favorite way that Luffy's ever used his ability in the entire series. We saw him utilize his ability to tank attacks. We saw him utilize his ability to get out of certain situations. We saw him strategize using these abilities. We saw him deliver damage of the highest degree. Not only causing Kaido to fall down on one knee, but to also hit him through his head and cause him to fall down on his back. Oda wasn't lying when he named the chapter Next Level, man. Oh my goodness, bro. So Luffy was chilling mad hard at the beginning, right? Goes and he swallows him, then he starts hitting him inside. Creates the Fusen, turns Kaido into rubber. I mean, he is wrecking Kaido right here. Goes up into the air. I love this, man, because it's like outside of the traditional way in which battles take place up until the series, and the battles in the series already have been super creative. But what we're having here is Oda fully exploring what can be done with the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or with the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. But it's like, so then he goes in, gets out of his eyes, grabs his nostril, does the rocket, which we've seen so many times, and I love how so many of these abilities that we've seen multiple times, but now they're at their very best. Fusen at its very best. The rocket at its very best. We're having the Higanto pistol form now is a full giant? It is legit a full giant now. So this is what was always possible with Gear 3rd, but of course not until entering Gear 5th, which is the peak of his abilities, right? So it's like, man, now we can even create this, dude. And like I said, I was talking about this in the predictions video, because I was like, Luffy is not going to use, or he's going to use something like this whenever we get to Elbaf. But to see it done this week is crazy to me, man. Because it went with the theme of everything that we've seen in this chapter, which is taking these abilities that he already has to, oh, that's why the title of the chapter is Next Level. Because it's showing the next level of like all of the, maybe that's a reach, but the next level of all these abilities. Because you see Fusen to the best degree it's been used so far, right? Rocket, obviously allowing him to get out of the situation. He was able to do what he normally does whenever he is in the Fusen state and blows out wind. Like I said, he flies back into the lightning, up into the storm, into the clouds. Then he goes into giant form, puts out his foot. Then Kaido goes in, bites him. Luffy goes down and uses Kaido I love Gear 5th, man. I really, really love Gear 5th, dude. Like, it's just... Wow, bro. He goes in, uses this jump rope. Then, with the adrenaline, he does a jump rope hidden lotus. Or was going to anyway. Jump rope hidden lotus this man down into the skull. As Kaido fires a blast breath, Luffy tanks this. Comes back up. Freddy Flintstones this, man. Flies in the air. Goes back to Kaido. And he tanks the Ragnaroku, bro. So Kaido goes in through World Conquest, Ragnaroku. Luffy's entire body goes... his head specifically goes down into the bottom. We're getting amazing reaction shots from all these individuals. This is fantastic, man. This is fantastic. So then he comes back. Kaido being amazing. This right here is why I love Kaido so much. He's just so raw, dude. He might be the rawest dude in the series, dog. This is just filthy, man. This is just Kaido being Kaido. This is just Kaido being that dude. I'm far from done. This right here scared me, bro, because I was like, don't even tell me, man. Because there's always been that possibility that Luffy, on the verge of losing, receives help from the rest of the Straw Hats, and they all beat Kaido together. That's always been a possibility ever since the Nine Shadows prophecy was brought into the picture. Of course, with the potential possibilities of an Oars-like battle taking place once more. Except here, I don't know, Nigashima always been a possibility. So when I saw this, I mean, as much as I would love to see the boss battle, I was like, don't take me out of Gear 50 yet, man. Like, up until that point, like I said, I wasn't playing. Like, that might have been one of the most fun times I've ever had reading the series. Because it's just... post-transformation, you don't know what you're going to get. And to see that it's exactly what we thought it was. Luffy tunes to the highest extent. And it's just so nice. But, hold on, man. This right here, son. The following sequence. The following sequence to me is some of the most goated stuff I have ever seen, man. This man Kaido tells me you can rest easy. You can rest easy. Because tales will be told about how you fought in this war, like your legends will be made of you, son. No matter what happens from here on out, you are a legend. Rest. You've done enough. Basically exactly what he told Zoro back in 1010. You've had enough. You've done enough. I'll keep this scar with me forever. Kaido's like, do you know how much you've done to me? You had me down on one knee. You had me down on one knee. And here I am. Going up into like swimwear. You've done enough. You've done enough. And this man Luffy says, when you're dead, only your bones stick around. Going to the whole pirate insignia thing, right? Of a person's bones, the buccaneers. She. And then Luffy gets back up in Hold on, man. Where are my headphones? Where are my headphones at, bro? Where are my headphones? Yo, I want y'all all to follow me, man. We're gonna go back and we're gonna see this panel once more, but with Lucci soundtrack. Of course, I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna search up Luffy versus Ratchet. I think that's round 2, right? And I'm listening to that soundtrack while I read this, bro. Luffy versus Ratchet. Here it is. Big! Before Toei gets me. There we go. Yo. Can't tell me this ain't gonna play, bro. Bro, just look at the way in which Luffy's in Gear 2nd right here. The bottom part of his body is on fire. The white colors are coming back. His pants, his clothes, it's all coming back. He's in the Gear 2nd pose. We're not done yet. And he specifically calls out everyone whom entrusted him with opening the borders of Wano country. Momo, Tama, Kinemon, and Pedro. That Pedro really caught me off guard, but I love this panel of him whenever you say Pedro. You see him, the hair's back, and then Kaido's like, yo, you're really gonna die, bro. And Luffy states, I think this might be the rawest line in the entire series. After all of this, do you really think something like death... No! playing with my boy, bro. Stop playing with him. Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, bro, Toei, please come back, man. Yo, we gotta animate Roof Piece so we can get to this goatness right here, bro. This is peak, man. Dog, he's in the gear second. Yo, if I could just make this part right here. Oh, nah, man. Luffy jumps right back. See, this is what makes a moment like that so raw. It's that because Luffy in this state is so epic and goofy, when you get a moment like this, it's like, this is my GOAT. This is who he's always been. This is what One Piece is. A series that has an art style, the same one which is Gear 5 is, that is so goofy, so just looks and sounds comedic. And when you get right into the deepest of its heart, you realize its emotional depth and how epic it is, bro. That's exactly what this chapter represented, man. And I love how he was able to tank another full Conqueror's Coated Mace. I'm gonna keep listening to the soundtrack in a second. But, so he gets plunked, gets sent, he's running still, doing the Fred Flintstone run. And then Luffy goes, turns into this Kawamatsu-like state, jumps up, lands. Look at the way that my man lands, bro. Beep, beep. 3, 2, 1, 0. Propellers. Creates a propeller. My man created a whole helicopter, bro. He had Kaido questioning what is going on. And then Luffy pushes his fist directly into my man's forehead, bro. And knocks his butt on the ground, dog. I'm having the time of my life. Yo. I'm glad I haven't made that best stretches in the series. We're living one of the best stretches in the entire series. Roof Piece Part 3. This is nuts, man. This is peak, dude. This is peak, man. I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't even know what to say, man. Yo, holy Flagnards, my people. My people. My people. This chapter. Oh my goodness, bro. Okay. Let me look through the supers right quick, man. Thank you to everybody who left a super. We were into that so deep, man. This chapter was peak, bro. Okay. Alright, man. Ladies and gentlemen. Yo. First super comes in from Lost Marimo with the 50 SEK. Says, bro, this chapter is hella wild, dude. That's not even the beginning of it, dude. Not even the beginning of it. I can't wait to watch the VOD tomorrow. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for that, Lost Marimo, bro. Truly appreciate you, dog. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, man. PK Jew comes in with the 10 saying, King God, God. Yo, PK Jew, brother, what's good, man? Thank you so much for the 10, bro. Hamad Al-Kabi comes in with the 5. The new transformation / theme of the chapter reminds me of Santana and JoJo Part 2. That's actually really interesting. It's actually really, I didn't even make that correlation the entire chapter. I was thinking about the Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, and then I thought back to Luffy versus Lucci, and I was like, yo, that's actually true. That's true. Hey, the Pillarman theme, that thing goes hard. But thank you so much, Ahmad. Truly appreciate you for that. Bar M coming in with a 10. The first panel of Luffy punched through Kaido's head, you can see he turned his face / skull into rubber. If you look at Luffy's fist, there's no indentation of his fingers, like he punched his face in. Ah, see, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense because when I was looking at the panel, I was like, okay, so he literally punched his face in, like he bashed his brains in. But of course, because he turned his face into rubber, he hit him so hard, and because it's coated, Kaido felt all of that. Kaido felt all of that, man. All of that. So, thank you for the confirmation on that, Bar-M. Truly appreciate you, dog. Vex. Shout out to Vex, yo. True GOAT. Coming with the 30 MYRRM with the wrecked super sticker. That's dope. That's definitely Kaido right now, man. Actually, that kind of looks like Kaido, too. That's definitely Kaido right now, man. On his back. But Kaido's still our GOAT. I mean, Luffy's my GOAT, but Kaido might be, you know, Kaido. Yo, but thank you so much for that Vex Gaming, man. Yo, both of my boys went in this week, man. PK Ju with another 10. Shout out to my dog, PK Ju. Yo, Recon, that man Luffy so godly on that he's just straight up taking a dookie on that competition. Absolutely, bro. No doubt it. No doubt it. Yo, man. Luffy this week was moving different, bro. And the thing is, looking back on whenever he was taken out of his state, looking back on it, because at the time I was just so like, no, please don't take me out of this state, man. Like, I'm having so much fun right now. I was really like Luffy. I was like, yo, this is so much fun. Like, don't take me out of this. But what's so goated is the fact that Luffy was able to get out of his state and then will himself back into Gear 5th. Knowing if the repercussions were already bad before, what he's doing right now is taking it to a level even further beyond. Oh, man. I'm terrified for the repercussions on Luffy's body after this, bro. I'm terrified for the repercussions on my GOAT's body. Man. But, yo, PK Ju, thank you so much for the 10, brother. Truly appreciate you. Bar-M coming with a 5. If Joy Boy had this fruit 800 years ago, could that Straw Hat and Mighty Joe originally be his? No question about it. I think we already thought that back whenever the chapter was first revealed. Now, after this week's chapter, considering the whole giant form, no question. No question. And it would be dope if Luffy could rock that giant form one day. But that remains to be seen. Maybe he always stayed in that giant form. Maybe that was just his original state. You know what I mean? Maybe his, or not his original state, but like you said, he always stayed in that form. Can you imagine always staying as a giant and your hair is on fire? So that would mean, if the legends are true, and because of course Nika's presence was also deep within Elbaf. So I'm going to assume when they go to Elbaf, when Luffy hits this form again, they're gonna be like, "Is that who I think it is?" If the elders are still there, right? Which I'm going to assume they are. So if the elders of the village are still there, I mean, even if they weren't alive back then, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, that looks like the picture books, the legends," you know. So that would be interesting. But no question, yeah, Bar-M, I'm right there with you, 100%. And then we have, so thank you so much for that, Bar-M, I truly appreciate you. And then we have Jarusaurus coming in with the 100 INR. King, there's chapter no... Right, I'm tripping. I am tripping hard, man. This man, bro. Luffy's Ginto form is sad, just like when he uses... Okay, so, hey, I'm so glad that it was confirmed here in the chapter notes. That's like what I thought of. Gentlemen, derives from Greek mythology. Kaido's attack. Which one of his attacks? Oh, for the Ragnarok. To travel Academy, King's Conquer the three realms, Desire, form, and formless. That's interesting. In the past, we translated this a little different. We've restored the conquest aspect to make the reference more apparent. Ah, I see. We've also switched to Ragnaroku, as it's become more apparent that this is meant to be Ragnarok. Ah, okay. Luffy's line here seems to be mirrored in the lyrics to Bink Sake? Which line? Death will treat us all the same. Our bones are low. The mere fact that after 1043, when the drums of liberation were ringing, the community came to the answer that Pink Sake connects so well to what's currently happening. And to have Luffy directly state a line from Pink Sake, or at least mirroring lines in Pink Sake, there's no coincidence anymore. There's no coincidence anymore, man. Wow. Thank you so much for telling me to read that, bro. The one peak, well, kidding me? 100%, dog. The biggest compliment from Oda, he made us experience and laugh with Luffy. As crazy as it is, we all laughed, no doubt. He real deal had us feeling like Roger in 967. Like, you could see why Joy Boy brings so much joy to people, right? Because he has everybody smiling and laughing. Like, this form is just so insane and out there that it makes you want to smile and laugh. And then when it gets super epic, you're like, that's my goat, man. That's my goat. So, let me see. I think if I might be caught up there. Maybe. Yep, I'm caught up. Good. So, shout out to everybody who supered, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Holy flagnards, man. Yo. Yo, man. I'm so shook right now. This was awesome. Yo, Derek Davis. What's good, yo? Yo, Kiro, man. All the way back in the day, we were talking about possibilities of so much of this greatness, and look at everything happening now, man. It's insane, dude. This is nuts. Yo, Laffy Traffy. Yo, everybody subbed to Laffy Traffy, yo. Everybody subscribe to Laffy Traffy. A true goat. He's going to be sleeping, eating meat for weeks. Yo, facts. Facts. Like, after this fight, if Luffy's conscious. If he's not conscious, then you already know our boy is going to be sleeping and eating meat until he resurrects. Because he's going to be out for a minute, man. Luffy's going to be out for a minute after this. Wow. Wow, man. Yeah, DJ. Oda was truly on fire drawing this chapter. Non-stop, yo. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. Yo, Pluto, my boy. Incredible chapter. End of Onigashima will be something special. End of Onigashima has... I mean, yo, like, I was about to say when I finished reading the chapter about, like, I'm so glad that I didn't like, record that favorite stretches in the entire series video. Because I was like... We're living one of the best stretches, man. From 1042 till now. You could even go further beyond that. But I'm cutting it at 1042 because I'm being generous. I'm being very generous. But from 1042 till now has been non-stop peak. Luffy versus Kaido is delivering on every aspect, man. Excuse me. What I love so much about this week's chapter is it delivered, and it delivered specifically because it stayed so true to the form. And then when we got, because this is the thing, right? In 1043, the thing everybody was most afraid about, from what I could tell in the community, is this going to take away from Luffy as a person? Last week, it's like, okay, is this going to take away from Luffy's accomplishments in the series with the Hitoyotsu no Mi? And of course, multiple discussions here on this channel and on other channels, I don't believe that to be the case. I believe that Luffy's the one who makes this fruit special. And that was never made more apparent than in this week's chapter. Never made more apparent. When I saw him get up in gear second, I was like, that's my GOAT. And you see, that's 100% him. Like, that's not Joy Boy's will. That's not the will of the fruit. What we saw in this week's chapter is the same man who's kept it 100, who's kept that same energy from day one. And that's why I love that moment and this entire thing so much. Because I was like, that's always been him. It's never changed. He's never changed. And that's what this ability and the way this fight has gone so far. Crazy, man. Crazy. Great reaction. You made this chapter more... Yo, I truly appreciate... Yo, that's crazy to even hear that, Laffy Chaffy. Because I'm like, yo, this chapter was so phenomenal that, like, I can't even imagine making it more entertaining. So I truly appreciate your kind words, yo. I truly, truly do. I'm looking forward to watching your reaction. Because this chapter was crazy. They need to teach One Piece in literature class? That's going to be me when I become a teacher, bro. That's going to be me, dude. No doubt. Yo, my dog Mist coming in. This chapter and last chapter are the best chapters in Wano. I'm right there with you, bro. Like, legit. Because remember when I was saying, like, I think the chapter I might like it more than 10-10. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Because the thing is, when you have hands, but not just hands, y'all. It's not just hands. It's not just hands post transformation. It's hands, and then it's the character writing too, bro. From both Kaido and Luffy, because Kaido also got his shine this week as well, which is what I love so much about this week's chapter. It's like Kaido got his moments to shine. We saw him going above and beyond when it came to his usual, like, y'all ain't mess with me energy. Like, he even said, clear as day in this week's chapter, you're not beating me. You can't beat me. No one can beat me. Like, he had, like, that heel energy to him. I was like, okay, I love this, Kaido. And then Luffy came right back at him. Like, you're right. That was until you met me. Until you met me! Yo, man, this is crazy. Crazy. Yo, Silva spitting facts. That's my goal right there. That's my goal. Saying Kaido versus Luffy top 1, no question. Silva spitting. 23 Beats coming with a 20. Yo, shout out to you, 23 Beats. Wish I could donate 23, my man. This man said, wish I could donate 23. You are a true MVP for even mentioning that, bro. Real talk. Because you know what it is? You know what it is, listen. Whether you're a Michael Jordan fan or a LeBron fan, regardless, they both wore 23. So either way, that's GOAT energy. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I've always looked at it. 23's the GOAT. 23's the GOAT. Wish I could donate 23. Great chapter this week, man. So hyped, dude. So hyped, man. So hyped, dude. I have a hot take that a lot of people might not agree with, and that not wanting Yamato to join the crew if she doesn't grow from being Odin to Yamato. Actually, 23 Beats, if she doesn't grow from Odin to Yamato, think about it like this. It could go one of two ways. If Yamato comes into her own individual, gains that freedom of self at the end of this arc, and she joins, then she can explore the world as her own person, right? As her own individual, which is what I think her character arc is going for. However, if she still doesn't change by the end of this arc, then that would be a very interesting character arc to take with us into the future if she is going to become a Straw Hat. The reason why I say that is because we would get to see Yamato's gradual change as she sees all of the amazing stuff in the world. As she sees all of the incredible things she's going to see with the Straw Hats going towards the end of the series if she joins. Then it'll be interesting to see Oda write her slowly coming into herself, which is, as we see clear as day, Sugoi, just like Luffy. Like, this is amazing. Frankie, just the general Frankie. We see that, obviously, she's like, oh, no, this is awesome. You know, that's her true personality. She's very Luffy-esque in that way. So I think by being around the Straw Hats more, she would gain that freedom of self. Maybe that would be her dream. You know, is to go out and find herself / go out and see the same world that Odin did. Go out and finally explore this world that she's been wanting to see for so long. And so Oda could do it in one of two ways. Either she finds her freedom and her sense of self at the end of this arc, then joins the crew, if she is joining the crew, or she gets close to the answer but decides to go out with the Straw Hats and then go seek and then find the answer. You know, go out seeking the answer and then find the answer as her quote-unquote dream moment of her finally coming into her own. I think that'll be very interesting as well, because of course, we've seen her have those moments where she is herself, just going after Oda. But I can totally see why you say that, because the moments whenever she is trying to cosplay Odin and whatnot, I can see how you probably get very, very tired of that. I mean, it happens all the time. But I think that's because of the amount of I am Odin moments, when she finally says I am Yamato, even more so than the 995 moment, it's going to hit so hard because she's been so stuck on this whole Odin thing. And so when she finally comes into herself, thanks to someone who is complete... Her and Momonosuke are witnessing the greatest fight of all time happening before their eyes. It's like as if whenever Goku versus Frieza was happening, if Gohan never left, if Krillin never... Well, we know what happened to Krillin. But if everybody who was there didn't leave, right? At least the individuals who were alive. So if they were still there, they would have witnessed a legendary battle. But it was just those two. Here we have Luffy and Kaido throwing hands in front of an audience, in front of Yamato Momonosuke, and I think specifically Oda is putting Yamato Momonosuke there because those are the two dealing with identity issues in regards to who they want to be and why it's so hard to become that. Momonosuke living in the shadow of Odin and Yamato wanting to become Odin. So I feel like as they see Luffy take on the unbeatable creature as himself, it's going to allow both Momonosuke and Yamato to also come into their own. Which is why, when we go back to that, what I was talking about, I think it was last week or the week before, about Luffy rejecting the title of Joy Boy, I feel like that scene needs to happen in front of Momonosuke and Yamato. Because they both know the importance of that Joy Boy title. So, if they were to see Luffy reject that, they would look at themselves and be like, why in the world should we be chasing after somebody else or trying to become somebody else if you have the individual who is literally the most legendary figure in the history of the verse rejecting that title and being his own person? If he can be his own person, I can be too. And I think that's why Momo and Yamato are here spectating the battle. But besides that, if she does join, I think those are the two different the two different character arcs that we could get. Either the completion of it at the end of this arc, or we see it completed like down like Laugh Hill or something. But I appreciate you, dog. Thank you for allowing me to talk about that. Absolute greatness. Yo, so Silva, I said the same thing. Silva. Right before Year 5th, like depleted, quote unquote, I was saying like, yo, this is the most fun I've ever had reading a chapter. Then after that, it was confirmed that was the most fun I've ever had reading a chapter, specifically an action chapter. I was laughing. It was epic. It had one of my favorite Luffy moments ever. Oh, I love this week's chapter, man. Oh, Matthew McCurry coming in with a 5. Much love to you, brother. Luffy should have used his giant form when Kaido swallowed him. The fight would have ended. That's facts. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine? Rather than going Fusen, Luffy instead expands, goes giant form there. Kaido just rips to shreds. Well, no, I don't think he would. Because he would literally just, because of the rubbery proportions of Gear 5th, they would all be together. So it would be like Luffy stretching his arms, and Kaido would be there too. So it would be like a massive... Just think about like a massive like curtain, like a window, and that's where Luffy and Kaido are. It's like he's using Kaido as like this certain like curtain, where he's just like holding him up in the air. I think that's how it would have gone. Because of the rubbery type of thing, he probably would have killed him. But if the Fusen was really hurting him, probably right. Probably right, because he is releasing Conqueror's Coding. It probably would have hurt him. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Exactly, Saint Gospel. It's like a dragon jacket. It's literally a dragon jacket. Like, he would he would be wearing them in the same way that you remember that guy in Dressrosa who had the jacket fruit where he would like wear his brother's jacket. Luffy would have done that with Kaido. I mean, it would have been a huge jacket, but he definitely would have worn him as a piece of clothing. Like, he would have worn him with the Jordan jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is my Kaido jersey. And I would have been like, I rock with it. You know, you Monkey D. Luffy. After what I'm seeing this week, you do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Wow. The eye thing really took me out. Odo's crazy, bro. You're talking about the panel with Law, Kid, Chopper, Nami, and Tama. Whenever Luffy came down, bro, I'm stressing the fact that Kaido came down with the Ragnaroku, bashed. I'm talking bro, he leaped, man. He did the full blown Jordan leap. He did the Vince Carter leap. I mean, you think about dog. He did the Jeff Hardy leap. Like, he jumped mad high into the air for that, man. I mean, he went up onto the top ladder, Money in the Bank style, and he leaped, son. And he came down with all that force, Ragnaroku on top of Luffy's skull. And in response to that was the Kudo thing. Remember Captain Kudo, when he hit him so hard, instead of him flying, his head came back and headbutted? That's what happened. Except it was Luffy's giant head coming down Ivankov style. And then when I saw that panel with those 5, I was like, bro. It was a hilarious panel, but at the same time, I was like, is this really this man's ability? Able to turn the others around him in the cartoons too? I was like, oh, this is awesome. This ability's so good. Yeah, this week's chapter solidified how I felt last week. Gear 5th without question. It's not only my favorite gear, I feel like it might be my favorite form, just ever. Because the thing is, it represents everything I love about this series. And as someone who's always loved classic cartoons, and as someone who mains, like I said, a tune deck in Yu-Gi-Oh!, I love this kind of stuff. Like, I live for the comedy in this series. And the fact that now, because what this chapter also showed us is, like I said, the heart and soul of this series, which is within the goofiness, within the hilarious stuff, within all of that, you get the most epic and hype of panels, man. And the rawest of lines. Like, you get that amazing giant form panel. You get the Gear Second pose, that Gear Second pose panel. I'll tell y'all right now, when that gets animated, that is going to be pinnacle, man. Pinnacle. Like, the Gear Second pose is already, like, peak. I love that pose. But when you do that in Gear 5th, after what just happened to him, forcing his body to start up the drums of liberation again, and then the lines that are stated, nah, that was goated, bro. That was truly peak, man. That was, yo, Muddy! What is good, yo? What is good, my brother? What's up, GOAT? Luffy's a creative genius, one of the greatest ENFPs of all time. He's amazing. This chapter was insane. Wano was a Luffy arc. Wano was without doubts a Luffy arc, man. Like, it's question. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for the 5, brother. Appreciate you. Well, you're absolutely right. Like, Luffy is not only a creative genius, but this is his arc in terms of, like I was saying earlier, and when we got to Roof Piece the first time, I was like, man, because that up until that point, like, Luffy's always been my GOAT, and it's like, I remember there was always like a pool of characters that would like shift in my top 5. Like, character this, it just depended on the day and whatnot. Then after, like, when Luffy broke the mirror in Whole Cake, it kind of like reminded me again why I love this character so much, and like brought him back on number 1. And whenever we got to Wano, and when we initially got to Roof Piece, I was like, wait. Like, yo, hold up, man. Like, wait, man. Wait a minute. And we got through that entire stretch. Excuse me, then we got 1026. And I was like, hold up, man. But then we got to Roof Piece Part 2 and Roof Piece Part 3, and I was like, no, that's the GOAT, man. That's the GOAT. There's no doubt. It's my MC. That's my MC. There's no question. There's no doubt. And it's been amazing because within this arc, so many characters have gotten shine, man. And I remember back when we got the amazing moments with Robin, with Sanji, with Zoro, and with Law and Kid. I was like, man, these moments are spectacular. Like, Law had me feeling the same way I did about Law since back in Dressrosa Punk has, peak Law hype. I was like, I love Law. Kid, most of I ever loved Kid was in those chapters. Zoro and Sanji, you know how my boys do. The Wings of the King, they were putting in work. 1033, that Zoro chapter is still to this day. I loved that chapter. And 1031 with Sanji too. Like, amazing stuff for their character specifically, right? But this chapter, like, I always thought, I was like, what are we going to get from Luffy if we got that from them? And then we got the 1043, 1044, 1045 stretch, and I was like, of course. When Oda told us, keep an eye on the goat with the coat, I hope I can draw it well, this is what he was talking about. Like, we're keeping an eye on Luffy because, this is nuts. This is literally crazy. But it's like, not only are we seeing insanity with his fruit and with what he's doing from a physical standpoint, from a fighting standpoint, but then you see his amazing character moments like this week. Like, I love... Oh, man. See, this is going to be a problem because I'm going to want to say something about this. I'm going to have to hold it in, man, because, of course, I don't want to spoil any of my... Because there's a lot of people who watch the channel who read the chapter on Sundays. Like, I can't openly speak out about it. It's gonna suck. But that panel is so... That might be my favorite, it's like entire page in the... I don't know, man. My brain is shattered, man. My brain is shattered. Oh, Silver, you're talking about that too. You're talking about Luffy putting his arms through Kaido's eyes. Oh, okay, yeah. Whatever he put it, and then he grabbed his nose. Yeah, I got you. Yo, Josh comes in with the 5. Shout out to my dog Josh, bro. And he says, Squidward! Oh my goodness! Squidward! Oh, man. Yo, shout out to my dog Josh, man. Yo, that's exactly what happened this week. That's literally exactly what happened this week. You had Tama and Nami with the SpongeBob eyes talking about some Squidward. Yo, could you imagine that? That would be turned into meme material off rip. If Kaido says something after this arc ends, or somebody on Onigashima says this, like, how in the world did we lose? We had the advantage for 3 days. 3 days. And yeah, that one SpongeBob thing. It took me 3 days to make that potato salad. 3 days. Like, I can see it, man. I can see it, yo. Book it, dog. Book it. Yo, Matthew McCurry coming in with a 10. Shout out to Matthew McCurry. Can you see Kaido's respect? I loved it, man. Turning into a temporary pseudo-alliance EOS for the war or the world government, especially if Kaido realizes he is Joy Boy. I don't think they will be in an alliance. Even though I do believe that they'll, because they are so similar, that 100%, like, even though they're throwing hands with a purpose, no doubt. Like, and then they're going down, like, this is grown men throwing hands, But it definitely, there's so much respect between the two right now. And, you see, it depends on the way that Oda wants to go about the end of this arc. Which is, of course, death is what completes a person. There's always the possibility that Kaido's going to die. That's honestly one of the biggest possibilities that Oda could take. This is him dying. / Luffy breaking his will, which he's done with every other villain. But the different thing on Kaido's side is that by breaking his will, he gives him the will to live. Which would be very, very interesting. Something he has not done in the series. So it would be an interesting route to take that. Right? But the thing is with the alliance part is always the what-if scenario of either Kaido dying at the end of this arc, somebody else coming in and taking the kill, which I don't think somebody else would. I mean, if somebody else does come in, then holy flag noise. But if, regardless of whatever happens here at the end, after all that takes place, The only way I could see Kaido and Luffy quote unquote having an alliance, if Kaido's still alive at the end of all this, it would have to be like an impel down like situation. You know what I mean? Again. So if we were to have something like that, or it's not like a direct alliance, but in the final war, Kaido shows up, having similar goals and whatnot, then I could most certainly see that being the case. But because of the nature of both of them being emperors, I mean, if Luffy gets somebody like Kaido in his alliance, I mean, who in the flying... I feel like nobody's already messing with Luffy to begin with right now, in Gear 5th, let alone having somebody like Kaido with him. So it's like, man, that'd be crazy. That'd be nuts. But, like I said, it's just like, you're so right, like, the respect that's between the two, like, you could most certainly see a potential possibility of there being an alliance after this. But that's only if Kaido lives. / whatever he does after this. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what route Oda's going to take his character after all this. Because Kaido does want to have, like, a glorious death, you know what I mean? Like, and dying in this legendary battle. What more of a glorious death could you want, So that's most certainly a possibility. And that's the one that I've been rocking with for so long. But it's like, I don't know. We gotta see. But thank you so much for that, bro. We definitely have to think about that. Because it's like, Kaido post at the end of this series. What is he? If he's still alive, what is he gonna be doing? Now you're gonna have to be thinking, bro. Now you're gonna have to be thinking. Big Mom is lucky she got away. Yeah, I was spitting. Spitting. Yeah, no doubt. I agree with you, California Penguin. For me, Luffy's been my favorite character, at least no later than I have my Nakama. For a long time, he has been mine. And it's like when I was initially going through the series, I feel like it's almost impossible not to have Luffy as your favorite character when you're going through that Paramount War Saga stretch, because he's by himself. And you just see, like, the greatest, right? But, like, going back to the beginning of the series, when I did my first reread of the series, I really realized just how incredible of a character he is, and it's only grown through time, especially going back, even going into the very, very beginning with... I remember the first time I even fell in love with One Piece, really saw potential, and like, wow, the series is different. Was in that scene with Luffy and Kobe, when he makes Kobe hit him. I had never seen anything like that before, because with the tone the series had set up until that point, I wasn't expecting like that from Luffy. And so when I saw that, it allowed me like, there's emotional depth here. There's something really special here. And so it's always been moments like that throughout the course of the story that have made me not only just fall in love with the series, but of course, I really love our main character. And as time's progressed, Luffy has like a billion GOAT moments at this point, right? So it's like, how could you not have the GOAT up there? But it was the thing for me, post-time, specifically whenever I was caught up, and or whenever I started the YouTube channel. Whenever I was watching through Eni's Lobby in the dub at the time, whenever they were like releasing it in the DVDs. It reminded me how much I love Usopp, and like I've always loved NL, Blackbeard, and like there was always like that pool of characters, Nami, Sanji, Zoro, so many goats. But it's like Luffy was always in that pool. It would be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like it would just be shifting. But after a certain point, like my man's has been in the top tier. That's my MC. You know what I mean? That's my MC. It's my MC, man. Yo, Jarusaurus is spitting facts. No break. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think there's no break. Yo, I was so infatuated with the chapter, I didn't even process that. We're going another week with no break. Yo, Spicy, no break. No break. Silva, no break. Oh, man, yo. No break. We're doing this again. That's so true. Mona says, love you, brother. Great chapter and reaction. Peak peace. God bless you. God bless you too, Mona. Truly appreciate you. This chapter was fantastic, yo. Andres says, I think the Straw Hats and the Alliance in the main floor will start laughing because of Luffy's stunts, and Kaido maybe have a flashback or Droboy connection. That is definitely a possibility. That next chapter, because he's on the ground, we could start the Rock's flashback. That is most certainly a possibility. That we start the Rock's flashback now, and then he gets back up after the Rock's flashback, us having empathy for Kaido, more empathy towards Kaido, and then we see them throw it down for the final time. That's actually a very, very likely scenario, actually. Now that you bring that up, next week, oh my goodness, next week starts the Kaido flash. If next week starts the Kaido flashback, we are in for, oh man, bro. This. We're living through a good time, man. We're living through a good time. By the way, I'm my favorite character in fiction. Luffy's my favorite character in One Piece from the start, pretty much. Yeah, so we're right there. Right there. No, quite. I'm actually going through the same thing myself. Like, Big Boss from the Metal Gear Solid series is my favorite character in fiction for the past, ever since I finished the series, and no one has ever even come close to Big Boss for me for a long time. Even with all these series I've been experiencing, even though One Piece is always my favorite series, like, he was always my number one. And this arc legitimately has me questioning that, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just, that's my guy, bro. Like, that's my go with the coat. You know what I'm saying? That's the king, man. You know, that's the king. That's the king, bro. Like, Luffy's the GOAT, bro. Yo, Silva, for real though, man. I'm low-key gonna need a break in 2 weeks. Like, no doubt, bro. Real talk. Yo, I can't believe that we got 1044, no break, 1045. These are two of the best chapters. No break. And now we're getting another one. Wait. Aren't we getting a Shonen Jump break next week? We're not getting a Shonen Jump because, does anybody know? Isn't next week a regularly scheduled Shonen Jump break? Yo, DJ, if 1046 has a bigger cliffhanger than the ones we've been having, I'm gonna be shook. I'm gonna be shook. Can anyone confirm? Yes, David Razzo. I'm talking about the Golden Week break. Bato Balo break the week after 1047 is, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, so that one is going to have the break. So it's gonna be after. So it's gonna be 1044, 1045, 1046 break, then 1047 break. Okay. I can see that. Please, bro, Toei, come back. Come on. Golden Week is in May. Thank you for that, Fuala Peasy. I appreciate you. Like, at this point, I'd be forgetting because, like, every year, I know we have a break somewhere in the spring. Like, whether it's in, like, May, April, March, somewhere in there. And then there's the one in August. And there's one in December. And I think the other one's in January. So I think it's, like, those are the ones I remember. Where we have, like, the scheduled Shonen Jump breaks. So, okay. So, May... April/May, and then August, and then in December. Okay. All right. Yo, Lazy Mofo Specs. Toei, come back. You can blame it all on me. Like, please come back, man. Please, please, please. Do you think Phil Murdo have Gear 5th? If Phil Murdo has Gear 5th, I feel sorry for all anime onlys. I do. I do, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain, but I feel bad. I feel bad for anime onlys. But I'm not going to complain. Because Gear 5th is the go. And I need it. I need it in animated form so bad. So bad. So bad. $10.46 Order Break, 10.47 Weekly Jump Break. Thank you, Saint Gospel. Jarvisar's 10.45 April 1st, 10.46 April 8th. Order Break, 10.47. Then the WSJ break. Then 10.48, 10.49. Order Break. 10. This is the schedule most. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Not the first time Toei is spoiled. Yo, Toei is gonna spoil this hard in the opening. Well, you know what? They didn't spoil Snake Man. They did, but they didn't show like the form. They showed like the silhouette of the form. So, and even though this latest opening was very spoiler heavy, it didn't have Roof Piece. So it's like specific spoilers, but I highly doubt they're not gonna have this in there. But they could, Toei's like very selective with their spoilers. I mean, they don't care. Obviously, they don't care one bit. They're gonna show this off somewhere or another. They're gonna show this off. And wait until Treasure Cruise gets this. Treasure Cruise, Pirate Warriors, like these companies, once they get a hold of this, oh man, wait a minute, bro. You know what I mean? Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. Do you think Luffy's new bounty will also have Gear 4th form on it? Yo, less the band. That would be goated. That would be goated. I think it's still gonna keep his regular picture, mainly because unless there was a photographer on the roof, I tell you if there is, amen, God bless them, because somehow they're still breathing. But I don't think, at least for now, it'll change because the world government probably wants to keep, or especially the Gordos, they wants to keep this on the down low as much as possible. They probably will not have Gear 5th on the picture because they want to keep this a secret still. So they're probably still going to keep it the way that it is right now. But besides that, there's no doubt in my mind that down the line it could be on the picture. But I don't think it will now. I don't think it will now. Laugh till on Stampede. Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. That's facts. Wanted to super chat this. Luffy still has his individuality. He's still him and always will be. Hate when people say that fruit makes him happy-go-lucky. It matches the fruit. No question. He makes the fruit special. He's made the fruit to be what it is. That is and this week's chapter proved that. It proved the fact that he is still him to the end of the day. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. If they want to keep it a secret, they're going to have to box Big News Morgans. Yo, when Morgans gets a hold of any of this information, he's going to go wild. Morgans is going to go wild with all of this info, yo. And I can't wait for it. I can't wait for big hype News Morgans, you know what I mean? That's going to be the true GOAT. The true GOAT, man. He's going to be hyping up Luffy to the moon and back. To the moon and back, yo. How many trapped... Krish Bora says, how many chapters do you think are left in Wano? That's actually a very interesting question. It depends on the length of Kaido's flashback. If Kaido's flashback is if Kaido's flashback, let's just say, is between the 3 to 7 chapters. Depending on the length of the flashback is depending on the length on how long this is gonna go. Because, okay, so let's just say early like predictions, right? Let's just say next chapter, because I'm going to assume Oda's probably gonna cut to something else, and then we're probably gonna cut back to, unless we get the Kaido flashback this week. But if we don't, then we're probably gonna cut to something else, come right back to the roof, then potentially start the flashback, or we continue with the hands, and then maybe we'll get the flashback whenever he gets defeated, whatever it is. It depends on the length of the flashback. And then that's just Wano itself, / Onigashima. Then the post arc is going to be really long. Like, I'm expecting at least a volume. So with that being said, we're going to run into a scenario where Wano looks like it's still, I want to say 15. I want to say we're still 15 chapters away. Depending on how long the flashback is, right? Depending. Because we got to give time to all the stuff to wrap up, right? So it could be even 20. We still have quite a few things to wrap up. So I'm going to go 15 to 20. I'm going to go 15 to 20. Lester Ben says, what's everyone guessing on Luffy's new bounty after 2 billion? That thing is going to be... I'm going to go minimum 3. Max, it could be as high as Rogers. I'm going minimum 3. Max could be as high as Rogers. Honestly, man. And it all depends on the eliminate Straw Hat Luffy concept. The Gorosei are now currently on this mission to eliminate Luffy. Now they're on this mission... 100%, like, depending on just how far they're willing to go about that is going to be that's going to depend on the bounty for me. And they could also want to keep it a secret too, but regardless, taking down Kaido is going to take him to at least 3, I think, and going into depending on the threat level, that's going to take him between 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. So we'll see. Yo, Sorrow VFX. Animators gonna have a super hard time animating all this. I can't even imagine. Yo, Vortex, what's good, yo? I hope you're doing well and can't wait for the anime to get back on track. Me too. Watch some Roof Piece awesome sauce, yo. I need Roof Piece back so bad. Especially after this week's chapter, because then you're like, we're gonna get Roof Piece goatness. Like, we're gonna get so much greatness with Roof Piece. And then on top of that, we're getting the stuff that's happening in the manga right now. Like, the fact that, like, Toei, or the hackers really robbed us of having the best week ever as a One Piece fan last week. To have episode 1000 animated the same weekend as Gear 5th. We were robbed, man. But it's okay. Because now when episode 1000 or chapter 1000 gets animated, we're going to have a legendary episode in our hands, and so we'll see what happens there. And I really can't wait for them to come back, because now with all of this, especially Gear 5th, the amazing moments before that, but this in particular, like, I can't wait to see how they handle all of the cartoon effects, all of the Luffy Tunes effects on the screen, you know? Like, how are they going to handle that? The sound effects, are they going to do like a kaboom and all that stuff? Like, how are they going to go about all that? Like, I'm really, really curious. Luffy Tunes, man. This chapter, dude. This chapter was awesome. That's very interesting, Andres. I think Act 4 will start with a Kaido flashback, and I'm right there with you on that thought. Like, if there really is an Act 4, I think that is Kaido's flashback, no doubt. There's like Act 3 start with Odin flashback, with them both ending after the boiling of Odin and a few afterthoughts. That'd be interesting. Really cool, especially with the way that Oda's handling so much of that kind of stuff. With the parallels and what have you in this arc. I think that'd be a very interesting way to handle that. Yo, Muddy, if we get new sound effects, like I'm telling you, like the kaboom and all that stuff, like I would love that. I would love that, like kaboom or whoa, or you know, all that. Like I would love all those sound effects to be there. That would be awesome. Yo, Silva, man, thank you so much for stopping by, brother. You're the GOAT. Have a great night, and truly appreciate you stopping by, bro. Yo, Nash Snyder, spit facts. They might try to rob us, but this is peak. They can't stop peak, yo. They can't stop peak. Almost feel like Luffy is Jerry, Kaido is Tom, and Shanks is that dog. That's true. That's true. That's facts. That's hard facts. We're gonna hear that trumpet sound effect. Oh, I'm so hyped for that, D. So hyped for that. Adam West Batman sound effects. Yo, Saint Gospel, that's true. Facts like kabloom, and the splonk, and the plonk, the splat, all that stuff. I could definitely see all that. That'd be crazy. Imagine. Yeah, I did hear about Khan getting spoiled. That sucks, man. Like, it sucks that someone like Khan, who wants to experience the story in the most spoiler-free manner. The perfect representation of what a fan should be, right? Of what a fan is Uzumaki Khan. Someone who just truly loves this series. And it sucks that so many of the best moments in the series have been spoiled for him. And it really, really sucks, man. And like, I remember whenever we read the chapter last week, I was like, I really hope Khan doesn't get spoiled, but this one's gonna be almost impossible. They covered the news for 1044 on the French news over there in France. Like, I was sent that picture, and I was like, yo, if this is being talked about even on the national news, it's gonna be hard to dodge, like anyone dodging this. So it's really, really sucks, man. Like, there's one person that would never want to get spoiled as Khan, because I just know how much he loves this series, and it's a shame. It's a shame. Finfire says, when will Kaido's story be shown? Could be next week, Finfire. Could be next week. And that would be nuts if we see Kaido's backstory next week. It could be. It could be. Yeah, exactly, Lazy Mofos. Pow, bang, ziff. Like, we're going to see all the cards. I can't wait to see if they do the Flintstone sound effect for the, you know, whenever he starts running. Like, I would love to see what they're going to do with that. That's going to be super cool. California Penguin, I believe he got spoiled on Gear 5th. I haven't gotten a chance to watch the video because I was avoiding spoilers throughout this week, but I did hear that that Khan got spoiled on... it was Gear 5, right? Because I guess I haven't watched the video. So if he was truly spoiled on specifically the transformation of Gear 5th, that sucks. That really, really sucks. But yeah, I think he was spoiled on Gear 5th, though. Yo, my boy coming in clutch as we're wrapping up the stream. My man, Michael Mickles. Yo, the channel is growing like Luffy. Bro, Michael, last week was what I think last week was the biggest week in the history of the channel. Just in terms of how many different, like, I don't know, man. It was just wild. Last week was crazy, from the stuff we did on the channel, from breaking records to now a lot of people watching a single stream last week. We had 1,000 people in here last week. It was crazy. Then doing that awesome show with Brago and Randy. The night that I was talking with the boys on the Straw Hat podcast. And then me and Laz did a collaboration. And it's like, oh, is that a secret? Is that out, right? I think I hope it's out. I gotta talk to Laz. Yo, Laz and I are doing a collaboration just in case that's not out yet. I didn't remember if that was supposed to be a secret or not. But regardless, we're catching it live now. But yeah. So it was like we have so many different things, so many different individuals I discussed this chapter with, and I think we gained more like traction on the channel than ever before. I mean, YouTube was so happy. They were sending me messages. They were like, "Brother, you're doing good. Keep at it." I was like, "Hey, man, okay, all right, all right." The channel's growing on Luffy, much deserved. This is the fight of the century, yo. This is truly the fight of the century. Truly the fight of the century. What do you think about Luffy's fruit neutralizing the effects of failed smiles but giving the true smiles? I love that. If that is true, Michael, that would be a phenomenal way to end that particular storyline in Wano. I would love that so much, man. Truly, I would love that so much. Man, that would be goated, dude. Now that you brought up the possibility, now I can't wait to if that just, it makes so much sense to me that I can see it happening. I love that, yo. Thank you so much for the 10, Michael, bro. Hope everything's good with you and your newborn. And man, One Piece is feeding us right now, bro. It is crazy, but much love to you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. I still think Act 3 will be the last. Hey, Pluto, it looks to be the case, right? That looks to be the case right now. It really, really does. And shout out to Pluto, man, being with me on the Twitch streams. The reason why I haven't streamed on Twitch, Pluto, is because I've been avoiding spoilers. Like, any time that I get actual time to stream, I get contacted and I'm like, yo, avoid spoilers. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. Because, like, I want to get back to streaming on Twitch, but by the time I actually get free time to stream on Twitch, everybody's like, yo, dodge spoilers at all costs. And I'm like, all right, bet. Like, the past, like, month has just been dodge spoilers, dodge spoilers, dodge spoilers. I'm like, okay. All right. So, man. But hopefully soon, my brother. Hopefully soon. It's out. He put it out earlier today. You talking about The Last? I'm definitely going to be listening to that tomorrow. Definitely. Yeah, man. I had a lot of fun talking to my brother about the One Piece greatness. I'm glad he put it, because he told me he was thinking about putting it out either during the week or on Saturday. And so I was like, oh snap! I didn't want to put it out there before everybody knew about it. Yeah, Zed, man, that's the reason why I've been like, even today, I was scared to put out the video today because I don't like uploading videos when there's spoilers out. Because I'm afraid of spoiling someone, because I know people get hyped and they start putting stuff into the comments. That's why I don't look at comments after a certain point in the week anymore. Because I know, first and foremost, I don't want anyone in my comments to get spoiled. But then I don't want to get spoiled either. And so after, like, now, in the past, ever since 10:42, after Monday, I just don't look at the comments. And it hurts me so much, because looking at the comments is what I love to do as a YouTuber. It's why I created a YouTube channel, is to talk to other people about One Piece. But and it comes with the territory, of course, as a reactor. We have to avoid certain things. But I really hope that soon, spoilers start dropping again on Wednesdays rather than all the way back on Monday, and I can get back to releasing videos without having to fear people getting spoiled. Because that's just videos. Then streams, it's even worse, because streams, like, whenever you're looking at the chat, like, sometimes messages get deleted quick, but if your eye catches something, you're gonna catch it. So it's just one of those things. It just comes with the territory. It just comes with the territory. But yeah. Yo, I'm gonna call it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. We've gone on for 2 hours. What an amazing, amazing chapter, man. I loved this chapter as much as I loved 1010. I think this chapter, I loved it just as much as last week's, and it's continued the peak fiction. It continued the peak fiction. No, Rio and Riley, I apologize, yo. I apologize, but thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate you. But yeah, yo, y'all are goated. You just start streaming on Twitch again. I missed those conversations I had with you, especially about creating a manga and working on something. I was G Jason on Twitch. Yo, Vortex, shout out to you, yo. Shout out to my dog G Jason. But about the Twitch thing, no doubt, I'm gonna be bringing it back just whenever things start calming down again, or on a break week. You know, break weeks are coming. Break weeks, we'll be back to doing streams on Twitch for sure, because I do miss streaming on there. It's always fun on there. And if anybody wants to follow me on Twitch, it's in the links it will be in the description after this goes up. But yeah, man, this week's chapter was awesome. Looking forward to talking about it again. Hopefully we'll be back with the afterthoughts on Sunday. I have a few videos I have planned that I want to get out before spoilers drop, so keep it before the spoilers drop again. So keep an eye out for that. And man, Ragnar's what a chapter, dude. Like that Luffy in Gear's second pose just won't get out of my head. And then it's the stuff he said after that too. Like, do you think even death would scare me? Like, that's so filthy, man. That's so filthy. But yeah, y'all are goated. Take care. Later, keep me loving the channel since before the underscore. Keep it up. Yo, Lesta Ben. You're a true OG, brother. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, Elden Ring New Game Plus streams. We need it, Pluto. We need it 100%. You make One Piece experience even better. Yo, Athir. That is the kindest thing anybody could ever tell me, man. Because I value the One Piece experience so much. The fact that I could add any type of value to this overall experience and to this community, that means the world to me. Thank you so much for that, yo. Yo, have a good one. Like Lazy Mofo says right there with the fire emoji is this week's chapter. Literally with my dog's hair. Y'all enjoy the rest of the weekend. Like I said, we'll be back with videos throughout the weekend, so look out for that. We're going to keep uploading, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace out. The GOAT went in this week, yo. The GOAT went in this week, man.